Are you over 60? Do you sometimes feel a little less like yourself? A bit like the engine sputtering, even when you want it to roar. You're not alone. Many men in our golden years face a silent struggle, a question that keeps you up at night. Is there a way to turn the ignition back on? To bring that spark, that confidence, that power back? We've all heard of the blue pill, but what if the answer wasn't a magic pill, but a simple vitamin, sitting right there on your pantry shelf? Today, we're talking about a tiny molecule, a surprising hero that could hold the key to reigniting your manhood. You're about to discover a secret weapon many doctors never talk about, backed by real science. This is Dr. Amelia Hayes, and you're watching Men Over 60. Stay with me, because the secret to your strength might be closer than you think. You know, when you think about a great classic car, a Corvette, a Mustang from the good old days, what's the one thing it needs to go? You got it. A powerful ignition. That first spark that lights the engine. Well, your body, my friends, works a lot like that. And for an erection, that spark is a molecule called nitric oxide. For decades, we've been hearing a lot about things like testosterone and blood flow. And while those are crucial, they're not the beginning of the story. Nitric oxide is the real starting pistol. It's what signals your body to relax the blood vessels and allow blood to flow in, creating that strong, reliable erection. Without nitric oxide, it's like having a tank full of gas, but no key to start the car. And this is where our simple little hero, folic acid, makes its grand entrance. Many of you know folic acid, or folate, as the vitamin we tell pregnant women to take. A few years ago, the connection between this vitamin and male vitality seemed, well, non-existent. But that's what makes science so exciting. A recent, groundbreaking study looked at all the available data and finally painted a clear picture. It turns out, folic acid is a key player in the production of nitric oxide. Think of it as the master mechanic who makes sure the ignition spark is strong and consistent. It's the silent partner your body has been missing. Let's look under the hood at the evidence. When researchers compared men with erectile dysfunction to men with normal erections, they found a striking difference. The men with ED had significantly lower levels of folic acid in their blood. How much lower? An average of 94 nanomoles per liter lower. That's not a coincidence. That's a direct correlation. And here's the kicker. The lower their folic acid levels dropped, the more severe their ED became. It's like a dimmer switch for your bedroom confidence. But a correlation is just the beginning. We need to know if taking folic acid actually helps. So, other studies put it to the test. They gave men with ED a daily dose of folic acid, just 0.4 or 0.5 milligrams, and followed them for 3 months. The results were nothing short of remarkable. Many of these men saw their condition go from severe to mild to moderate. Imagine that. A change that big from something so small. It wasn't a perfect fix, but it was enough to make a real difference in their lives, their relationships, and their self-esteem. It was a glimmer of hope that a lot of men had given up on finding. Now, let's talk about a special group of men, those with diabetes. Many of my patients with diabetes tell me their ED is more stubborn, more resistant to the usual medications. The reason is simple. Diabetes damages the very blood vessels you need for a strong erection. So, doctors wanted to know, could folic acid help these men? They conducted a study where they gave a group of men with diabetes their regular ED medication, but they split them into 2 groups. One got a sugar pill, a placebo. The other got a much higher dose of folic acid, 5 milligrams a day. What happened? The men who received the folic acid had a significantly higher increase in their erectile function score. They felt a tangible difference. It was like giving that old car a full tune-up along with the gas, ensuring every part of the engine was working in sync. The best part? There were no dangerous side effects, and no one had to drop out of the study because of the higher dosage. This is huge. It tells us that for those who need a little extra help, especially if you have a condition like diabetes, folic acid might be the powerful assistant you've been looking for. So, should you rush out and start popping folic acid pills? Not so fast. The jury is still out on the perfect dose and for how long you should take it. And here is my most important piece of medical advice for you. Always, always, always talk to your doctor first. Folic acid can interfere with certain medications, especially some seizure medications, so it's vital to get a professional opinion before you start. But what if you're not ready for supplements? What if you'd rather get your nutrients the old-fashioned way? You absolutely can. Folic acid, or folate, is abundant in so many delicious foods. Think of them as your daily fuel. You can create a champion's breakfast with a bowl of fortified cereal and a glass of orange juice. You can make a romantic dinner salad with dark, leafy greens like spinach and a side of steamed broccoli. Craving something savory? Try some beef liver or kidney, two of the richest sources of folate. Adding these foods to your diet is a safe, natural way to support your body's ignition system. Now, we've talked about vitamins and food, but here's the ultimate truth I want you to remember. The biggest, most profound thing you can do for your erectile function is this: take care of your overall health. It's not just about one vitamin or one pill. It's about the whole picture. Having a healthy diet, staying active, and managing your weight, these are the absolute best things you can do to keep your erections strong. Think of it like this: a healthy body is like a finely tuned engine. When you eat well, when you exercise, you're preventing rust, cleaning the pistons, and ensuring everything runs smoothly. That's the real secret. That's the powerful, lasting answer to bringing back your fire. Because you, my friend, are worth the effort. If you have any questions about this topic or any other men's health issue, please leave a comment below. I read every single one, and your question could be the topic of my next video. Thank you for watching, and remember, take care of yourself because you're worth it.